Welcome in to another edition of Where the 99 Lead. It's a program brought to you by the University of Pikeville, where we talk all things regarding the University of Pikeville. I'm Andrew Joyce, your host, and joined today by Jordan Gibson, Alumni and Special Events Coordinator, and Kayla Bandy, Director of Residence Life and Student Activities Coordinator at the University of Pikeville. And Jordan, Kayla, welcome in.
Nice to be here.
Another edition of Where the 99 Lead, and it's always good for me to recall what the 99 are all about because they lead to campus that first time for students as they make their way to campus. They learn about the 99, and then as graduates they go back into the communities. We'll talk about homecoming today, and it's a time when students who have walked those 99 return to campus, and they'll walk those 99 once again. Pike Homecoming and Parents Weekend coming up. What are the dates?
Starts on September 24th. I run through September 29th on Saturday.
What's the theme this year?
No theme.
Have to have a theme. We'll come up with a theme before this program's over today. How about that?
Okay.
Homecoming's a busy week, lots of activities. Let's look at the first few days of the event, of the homecoming week, because it truly is a week full of events.
Monday night starts off the festivities, and the students are invited to the Riverfield 10 Cinemas where they will see a movie of their choosing. Tuesday is followed up by our weekly chapel service by our chaplain Rob Music. Following chapel, we have a women's soccer game at 3 at Bob Amos Park. After the soccer game, we're going to have paintball games and cookout at Bob Amos Park. Wednesday is our homecoming court dinner with Mrs. Tina Hurley and Miss Judy Patton. They host that every year. It's kind of a social for the homecoming court representatives to meet with the two of them. Thursday is Founders Day, and we have picnic outside in the now Benefactors Plaza with games that the SGA host.
A lot of activities that go on. A lot of activities the first part of Founders Week and Homecoming Week directed around the students.
Yes.
Of course, the Riverfield 10, a movie night. That's always a great time for a college student to get away from class and focus on something other than books. And with that, soccer game, of course, and then paintball. I've got some folks I'd like to invite.
Okay.
Is this open to the public, or is this just students?
This event is a student event.
Can I sneak through? And can I invite a couple of people?
We may let you in.
I've got a couple of folks I want to take shots at, and paintball is the safest way I can come up with. Something that the students enjoy. I know it's something that, again, gets them away from class and a way to celebrate the week as well. Of course, on Wednesday, the homecoming court dinner. The homecoming queen to be crowned on Saturday at the football game.
Halftime.
The First Lady's dinner. I'll name it for you. It may have already been named, but First Lady, of course, Judy Patton. She was First Lady of Kentucky, now the First Lady at the University of Pikeville. Tina Hurley, the wife of President-elect James Hurley. So I'll go ahead and name it, the First Lady's dinner. And the homecoming court will be there. Who makes up the homecoming court?
There is one freshman representative. We'll have two sophomore representatives, 2 females, 2 males, 2 of each, 2 females, 2 males, and the sophomore. For the junior class, you'll have 3 females, 3 males, and for the senior class, you will have 4 females and 4 males.
Of course, Pikeville Collegiate Institute, founded 123 years ago. We're going way back. I would imagine we won't have any alumni from those first classes, but the first homecoming, then known as Founders Day, was held in 1925. You both have been a part of the campus. You've been through many of these activities. What's it like to see the alumni come together on Founders Week and Homecoming Week for homecoming for you, to see both young and older alumni?
It's really nice to see everyone come back together. You get to see the students meet some of the alums who've been gone for a while, and it's really nice to see the excitement and in the faces of our alumni who come back to visit the campus and to volunteer for some of the events and different things like that. It's really nice.
We're talking with Jordan Gibson and Kayla Bandy. Jordan, the Alumni and Special Events Coordinator, and I guess this certainly classifies as a special event at the university. It may be one of the highlights of the entire school year. Kayla Bandy, Director of Residence Life and Student Activities Coordinator. We talked about some student events the first few days of Founders Week leading up to Homecoming 2012 at the University of Pikeville. Let's look further. Let's look into the weekend now and take a look at Friday and Saturday's events.
Friday it's a big day for us, and it's the first day that really brings in the community. And then we'll start that off with a parade downtown around the city. That'll go from 4:30 to 5. And last year was our first year doing a fall sports pep rally and fireworks. But we wanted to make these two events a little bigger and kind of connect them. So this year we're doing a Taste of Pikeville with the Rotary's help in the city park. So as the parade ends at the park, they'll come out into the park with different vendors from the community. Local restaurants and things will have food and beverages, and we'll have inflatables for the kids. And Coletown Dixie will be there doing live music, so it'll be a free concert. So it'll be a big event, and that'll go from 5:30 to 7 in the park, and then about 7:30 we'll start our pep rally. So we'll have the pep band and the cheerleaders, and Coach Hilton will be there with the football team. Really get some excitement going, and get everyone excited for the football game and the soccer games the next day. And then we'll close all that out with some fireworks. Shoot them from Lover's Leap, just like 4th of July.
Sure.
So it'll be a really nice event. And then as the students are walking back to campus and watching the fireworks, we'll have the lighting of the campus. So the SGA and the students they'll have luminaries going all the way up to 99 and throughout campus. So it's a really nice night.
It's a special time, and I know a lot of alumni, they can recall when the 99 were illuminated in their time. Now with the Cole building open, the construction's gone, tower cranes gone on to another construction site. Campus returns to somewhat normal, if it will ever be normal again, after the construction of the Cole building, but I know it is a special time. A Taste of Pikeville, that takes place on Friday as well?
Friday at 5:30 in the park.
I want to hear more about A Taste of Pikeville. What does it entail?
A lot of bigger cities and different communities do these types of things each year, and this will be our first stab at it. And Rotary and Howard Roberts, he's one of our professors, business professor. They're really helping us out a lot with this. Get a lot of community involvement, trying to increase the crowds. So we'll bring in local vendors, different restaurants and different catering services and things like that. I know Airmark with the college dining services, they'll have a booth there. Pepsi will be providing some drinks for us. So it's really a chance for our community members to come in and see the different tastes and different flavors that the city has to offer.
Sure.
And to meet the businesses and see what's available.
And to hang out with some college students.
And free music.
And free music. Coletown Dixie, one of my favorites, of course, an all-female bluegrass style, but it's not the kind of bluegrass you've ever heard before. They're a special group. They are extremely talented.
Yes, and one of their members is one of our alumni, so
sure.
It's a nice
event. Of course, we're talking with Jordan Gibson, Alumni and Special Events Coordinator at the University of Pikeville. Kayla Bandy, Director of Residence Life and Student Activities Coordinator. A lot of activities for students. The first part of the week entirely, student-driven activities with Homecoming Week 2012. We talk about Friday in the park, certainly activities for the students, but the community also welcomed in. Let's move on to Saturday morning. There are lectures, special lectures that take place on Saturday morning by faculty. They're open to the campus and the community. What are some of the topics?
These lectures are, it's more than just a lecture. It's a lot of them are talks and gatherings and meetings. And it's really, we're trying to bring our alumni back and get them more involved and And the parents who are on campus and the students who are going through school, we're trying to give them something to do together. And some of these events are if, say you're a student and you're not sure what you want to do yet, you get to talk to some of our alumni who had that major and now they're out, they're working.
Sure.
And so you can see what you can do with different degrees. For instance, our communication program, they'll do a panel discussion. We'll bring in different alumni from the community and talk about what you can do with a communication degree,
Sure.
different fields that you can pursue with that.
So many different fields, faculty from each of those fields.
Yes. We have the art program. They're doing an art project. So community, alumni, everyone can come in together up in the Francis Fine Arts Center and make art, work together and have a group art project. Our Spanish program, this is our first year of having a foreign language major, and Dr. Roby and Ella Smith will be working together to do a lecture and a presentation about, it's titled Changing Our World One Spanish-Speaking Graduate at a Time. So they'll talk about Spanish and foreign language and how that relates to the university. Other things we'll be doing, our Janine Freeman, our choir director, she's bringing in alumni choir members to sing with the alumni choir, and they'll rehearse and they'll practice together, and then on Saturday morning at the football game for pregame, they'll sing the national anthem together.
Very good. Very good. Bringing the alumni back, of course, it's always part of homecoming, but when you can bring them back maybe with the students now, it's a special time. Homecoming, an all-inclusive event. It brings the campus and alumni together. There's also a focus on parents, and I know we talk about Parents Weekends. This is relatively new, isn't it? Let's talk more about Parents Weekend and how it becomes a part of Homecoming 2012.
Parents Weekend is really an attempt to bring the parents to campus. I mean, their kids, their children, they're here for 4 or 5 years of their life. This gives them a chance and a reason to come back to campus and to really get involved and kind of see, where their kids are and what they're doing, and give them a chance to spend the weekend together. Go to the football game, go to dinner Saturday night, watch the fireworks in the park together. It just gives them a reason to come to campus, come to Pikeville, and spend some time with their kids.
Saturday morning special lectures or meetings with faculty to talk about the different programs that are available, and some other events Saturday. Of course, it all culminates with the football game. What time's the game? Who's the opponent?
Football game is 11:30, and we'll be playing the University of the Cumberlands, or Cumberland University, sorry.
Very good. And that's at the Hamley Complex. What are some other special activities going on around the homecoming game?
2 hours before each home football game, we do a tailgate at the Bear Grounds. So we have free food, hot dogs, chips, and cookies, and free drinks. Airmark and Food City and Pepsi, they're really good to us, and they provide all this to us for free with admission to the game. And we'll have football toss and cornhole and inflatables for the kids each game. We do that every home football game 2 hours before. Yeah, so we'll open up at 11:30.
It's a great part of every home game, and I take part. I do my part to make sure that you guys don't have any leftovers with the tailgate party. But it's a great part of a game day, and I kid about it, but the community, I think the community, the Bear fans, it's a time they can come together, pregame and tailgate as what it's now been called, the Bear Grounds, and I love the name of that. Also on Saturday, some other athletic events. I believe there's soccer going on Saturday as well.
We got men and women's soccer, I think against St. Catherine, about the Bob Amos Soccer Complex.
Very good. So it's another day filled with activities. Let's back up just a moment, if we could. Thursday night, something that's relatively new. I guess it takes place during Founders Week every year, and I'd like to find out when this started, but the university will honor a new class of distinguished educators. And if we could, learn more about what that is and that program.
About 2 years ago, I believe, in 2010, we started a program to really honor and appreciate educators and teachers in our area and individuals who have really exemplified teaching excellence and gone out of their way to promote learning. And a lot of them are alumni, former teachers and faculty and administrators with the university, and some of them are graduates. And we have a permanent display in the lobby of Booth Auditorium with all their names. Each person who's inducted each class has a brick on the wall. It's kind of a inspiration to new teachers and new educators to maybe one day have their name on the wall.
Right. It's a great way to honor those that have touched so many lives throughout Eastern Kentucky, and Distinguished Educators Awards. There are some other alumni awards that take place and are handed out during Founders Week and Homecoming Week.
Saturday night we have our annual Alumni Awards banquet, and it's a gathering and a time to our alumni to come back to campus and meet together and come in as a group, bring in community members, and during that time we give out 4 awards for individuals who have really had a passion for the university and have really helped to advance the university in different ways. And we have a Distinguished Alumni Award and a Rising Young Alumni Award. And those 2 awards are given out to individuals who have really promoted the university and have a passion and a commitment to helping better the community, and have done a lot for community service and done a lot for the university together. And also we have the Honorary Alumni Award, which is awarded to someone who isn't necessarily a graduate, but we claim them as one of our own.
Sure.
People who in the community, different businesses and things, who have really dedicated a lot of their time and efforts to the university and have helped us out a lot. And we also have the Gary Thrash Ambassador Award, which is it's a really special award to a lot of people. It was first presented to Gary Thrash in honor of his dedication and commitment to the students of the university and to the Alumni Association. And now we award that each year in memory of him to someone who exemplifies his commitment.
It's an incredible award, and I can think of no one better that it could be named for. I had my first encounter with Gary Thrash somewhere around 1977, and he certainly was an ambassador for Pikeville College all these years. We're, of course, in the middle of another edition of Where the 99 Lead. It's a Homecoming 2012 Founders Week edition of Where the 99 Lead, joined by Jordan Gibson, Alumni and Special Events Coordinator, and Kayla Bandy, Director of Residence Life and Student Activities Coordinator. And I want to recap. We've talked about so many things, and I just want to back up because we've gone Monday through Saturday almost rapid fire. A lot of the events, the first part of the week, are student-based, but I do want to recap these and make sure that no one misses these. If they've just tuned in and they want to find out more about the events, let's go through Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We'll split the week in half. Let's talk about those events again.
Monday, students are welcome to their free movie night at the Riverfield 10.
Yes.
Followed by Tuesday, we have our weekly chapel service at 11 a.m. in the U Pike Chapel. Wednesday, backing up to Tuesday, we have a women's soccer game at 3 with paintball and a cookout at Bob Amos Park. Wednesday will be the homecoming court dinner, First Ladies Dinner, as you named it, with Miss Tina Hurley and Miss Judy Patton.
That name may stick.
They have another dinner later on in the year with a Mountain Laurel, so that's the First Ladies Dinner during the Mountain Laurel celebration, but this is certainly the First Ladies Dinner. So
First Ladies edition, the homecoming edition.
Exactly.
Yeah, something like that. Free movie night, of course, for the students. Great way to get away. We've talked about that. And then on Tuesday, you mentioned the chapel service. That takes place every week
every
on
week
campus.
at 11
This is not something new, and it's something that the community, I think, needs to know. This happens every week, every Tuesday at 11. It's a part of being a University of Pikeville student is chapel service. It is there. Anything special go on during Founders Week, a special chapel service maybe?
I do not know who the speaker is, but Rob Music, our chaplain, is
Yes.
dedicated to his work. He's awesome at what he does, and every week it's an exciting service. So the community is welcome as well as students to that service.
And always welcome, not just
Yes.
during Homecoming and Founders Week. Jordan, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, rapid fire again. Let's go through those days. Let's start Thursday only.
Thursday only, we start out with, at 11 o'clock Saturday morning with the Founders Day activities, lunch and picnic and fun and games in Benefactors Plaza. Then that night we'll have the Distinguished Educators Hall of Fame at 6:30 in Booth Auditorium. And that'll close out Thursday.
Still don't know who those distinguished educators are.
Those names will be announced shortly.
I understand that they're top secret, so there's no way I can get those out of you.
Not from me.
Okay, we'll find out who. But 6:30 on the, I guess that's September 27th.
Yes.
The Distinguished Educators Awards will be handed out. We'll look forward to that. Then on Friday, special day, and that's where the 99 will lead back into the community as well, because a lot of times the university events outside of basketball or the lower campus separated by the 99. This time the campus comes to downtown Pikeville. Let's talk about the Friday evening events.
Friday afternoon we'll start at 4:30 with the parade around town. Different floats and students and different organizations with the university will be involved with that. And that will end right in front of the park on Main Street. And so as people leave the parade and as the students get out off their floats, they'll migrate into the park for a taste of Pikeville and free music from Coletown Dixie and inflatables and things like that. And that will last for 2.5 hours up until 7 o'clock. And then we'll start the pep rally with the pep band and the cheerleaders and the football team, and we'll end that with fireworks about 8 o'clock that night.
It's going to be a very nice event. And then, of course, the fireworks followed by one of my favorite parts of any year at the University of Pikeville, and that's the luminary ceremonies that light not just the 99 but all of campus.
Right.
So that takes place again this year. The 99 back in place, and we'll look forward to that again. Saturday's events, a lot goes on. Both of you guys will be extremely busy, I would imagine, on Saturday.
Yes.
Faculty meetings, guest lectures. Saturday morning, the alumni choir comes together, and from there, head to the tailgating and the football game.
Yes. And then the homecoming court, crowning and the king and queen at halftime of the game.
Halftime of the game, and then on Saturday night, the events wrap up with what?
We have soccer, men and women's soccer game against St. Catherine after the football game, and those are at 5 and 7 p.m. at Bob Amos. And then at 5:30 and 6, we have the Alumni Awards banquet and the reception.
Where's that to be held?
At the East Kentucky Expo Center on the arena floor.
Very good. And a lot of events. We could recap again, go through these again. I still wouldn't have it, so I'm going to need help. If I want to stay in touch with where I can get more information about Homecoming 2012 and Founders Week, a complete list of the activities, where can I find it?
Go to upike.edu, and right on the front page we have a nice link for Homecoming and Parents Week 2012. We have a list of all the activities, date, time, place, and different links for different things. And it's all on upike.edu.
It's a one-stop shop. You can go there, you can find a lot of information, and we'll find out more about Homecoming 2012. I think we've covered it all. There's just a lot to cover and a lot to remember. Kayla Bandy, Director of Residence Life and Student Activities Coordinator, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you, Mr. Joyce.
And Jordan Gibson, Alumni and Special Events Coordinator. Thank you, sir, for being part of where the 99 lead. This Homecoming, Parents Weekend, and Founders Edition of Where the 99 Lead. On behalf of the University of Pikeville, I'm Andrew Joyce.